So tell us where we are at the moment.
We're on Warehouse Road, just beside a illegal dump site. You can imagine that on such a well-constructed road, that we still have this kind of illegal dump sites is very bad. And it's right beside the canal, just behind us here. So the waste has a tendency to spill over into the canal. What we're doing here, we clear this regularly, and the local government also works here. This is almost like two tipper loads of waste, and it's daily. We're going to increase the enforcement activity here in partnership with the local government. But in order for us to have a permanent solution, we want to work with the bank. You can see the bank behind us, Global's bank, to see how they can fence off this location. And we came here so that we can, there's a way for corporate sector to partner with us. Many of them have been doing that in other parts of the states, like in Victoria Island, Amadu Bello. We have a partnership with Total Energies where they support our sweepers, and then different locations. So somewhere like this, right beside the bank, we want to work with them to see, can they fence this place off so that there's no access, and also have the security guard, have special security guards to prevent people from coming there.
So do you think?
So the message here right now is that keeping Lagos clean is something that must be a collective exercise, whether it's corporate sector, residential. We just left somewhere within a residential area that has been overwhelmed by migrants and people on the street. We can't keep folding our arms. All of us have to wake up and see that it's beyond just Lagos State government or LAWMA, because it's going to affect all of us. Think about how the stench from this place, and the flies, and of course rats will be feeding here. So it's going to affect everybody, and that's why we want to appeal to the corporate sector to do more to support our efforts for a cleaner Lagos.
Okay, that's why I want to fencing. Do you think fencing this place is a permanent solution for this?
Fencing plus enforcement, it has to be guarded. As part of the environmental law, whether you're a household or a business, you have responsibility for maintaining the frontage. You can see just beside us, this Abbey Mortgage Bank, how clean and neat it is. This place is a little bit off. You can see there's an abandoned building just beside it. So ordinarily, you can't blame Globus. We just want them on corporate social responsibility to extend and take responsibility for this area. So that means we can go and face other areas, and we know that they'll handle it. And so that statewide, if every business is taking care of their immediate environment and adopting it, we'll get better results. A lot of companies are donating items, and they're also engaging with us for cleaning various areas. Zenith Bank, recently the Massa donated about 1,500. Glow donated about, I think, Lafarge donated 1,500 uniforms. There are so many corporate sectors, there are too many to name. But there's room for more. There's room for more, and the ones that I've named that are supporting us, they do it over and over and over again. If you look at our street sweepers, you see corporate names. You know, they have people who have donated those to them, and like I said, they also do cleanup programs. Even on this environmental sanitation, Lafarge is donating some equipment. They're bringing out some trucks to support us. As you know, they have a collection site on the Olusosun landfill where they're collecting the non-recyclable combustible materials for use in their cement kiln. And we're going to extend that partnership for a major waste treatment plant that will consume about 2,500 tons for refuse-derived fuel for the cement kiln. So there's a lot of opportunity for the corporate sector.
You know, you have mentioned that a lot of them are working with you, but are you certain that it's all of them that actually also pay their refuse bills? Because aside from fencing here, they should also be concerned about waste being on this road that leads to their various offices. So do you have those that also flout this payment issue?
I think we have one of our veteran PSP operators here, Continental Waste. And you know, the commercial by and large, yes, they tend to
pay.
comply.
They're more,
Yeah.
They comply.
We have more problems with the residential in terms of compliance. And we'll continue to work with CDAs and CDCs and appeal to residents of Lagos that please pay your waste bills. The PSP cannot work if you're not paying the waste bill. Even the one we're paying now is already too small, because you can see how the economy has increased, the price of diesel, the price of spare parts. They're not even paying what we have. We need to collectively realize that waste management, it cannot be a free thing. It's like a haulage business. Can you ask somebody to take your goods to the market for free? No. So why do you expect that somebody will come and clear your waste for free? It is something that belongs maybe in the 16th century, not in the 21st century Lagos, that all of us want to be proud of. How can we have people who are freeloading? Some people are paying them, some people just don't want to pay for it, and they want to dump it on the road. It is a retrogressive and antisocial practice, and we appeal to well-meaning members of the society, not only to pay your bill, but to plead with your neighbors to also pay your bills.
There are also other issues as regards some residents who also pay their bills, but the PSP operators don't show up on time or show up for
return
months.
time.
Yeah.
The residents have also
Yes,
complained
there
about
are challenges with the waste management infrastructure, clearly. And those challenges are become worse during the rainy season. Just even the waste you're looking at now is about 2 times heavier because of the rain, because it's soaked up water. And when you get to the landfill, it's slippery, it's flooded, it's difficult for the trucks to access, which leads to longer queues. Thankfully, Lagos State government has gone very far in finding solutions, the medium-term solutions. The short-term solution is what we're doing now. We started cleaning up statewide, more than 57 routes, 3,000 black spots. You'll see a cleaner state within the next 7 days or so. However, the medium-term solution is when we visit Olusosun, our next visit, you'll see the construction site where Lagos State government, in partnership with Zoom Lion Nigeria, is building a massive transfer loading station. It's going to be one of the biggest in Africa that can take 20 compactor trucks at a time, so that the turnaround time will be much faster. And from that location, we're now going to take that waste to massive material recovery facilities that can process about 4,000 tons of waste daily. So that will be, and we're talking about a 6-month timeline. It's taken us a long time to get to this point. And we're hopeful. We want everyone in Lagos to pray that we'll be able to achieve that 6-month timeline. In addition, there are other projects. We talk about Lafarge. Also at Olusosun, they have a collection center, and they're going to expand that to other locations around the state. This is a massive cement industry, which was recently acquired by another Chinese company, Qinyua. So they're going to expand, and they are hungry for waste. So that gives us another place to push our waste. Maybe even before we start talking about the waste-to-energy plant, which we're also working on as well. However, the immediate solution for every Lagosian is to sort your waste at source. Source your waste. The plastic, the paper and cardboard, the aluminum can, the glass, keep it separate. Keep it separate. Don't throw everything into the same. There are people ready to come in every community who are looking for these things. Don't let them pick it from your trash. Keep it separate in a bag, and when they come, you can give them. Some of them will even give you money for that item. So that's immediate solution that if even just 1 million Lagosians embrace that practice of sorting at source, we'll see an immediate difference. Because guess what? 90% of everything that we're dumping in the dump site now has value. So why are we dumping it in the dump site? 90%. That's immediate solution. In this period of waste emergency, that is our primary appeal to Lagosians. Sort your waste at source. There are people, of course, we saw a place where some waste pickers were messing up. We don't want that. We have licensed recyclers within your community. Those who are interested in sorting at source, you can reach out to LAWMA on 070 80 60 10 20. And we'll connect you to the licensed recycler within your community. 070 80 60 10 20. Or you can email us at info@lawma.gov.ng.
Is that also your emergency line?
Yes. Any waste-related issue, you can call that line. If there's a waste emergency, yes. 070 80 60 10 20. Also a second one, 08 00 00 52962. That's 08 00 00 52962. That's basically 08 00 00 LAWMA.
Okay, so
As part of the governor, the Mr. Governor's interventions, I've mentioned some already. He has provided a palliative for PSP operators for this period, which they will probably start getting it between today and tomorrow, to cushion that effect, enable those who are able to go longer distance to some of our dump sites which are farther away. And we'll continue to introduce more and more measures to support them. This is a very tough business, the waste management. Anywhere you go in the world, it's subject to some fragility because of the economics of it, especially where people don't want to pay, as we just talked about. So the state government has done a lot over the years. We do a lot of subsidies, and this one is a new introduction during this crisis period to support them. So the dump sites available, of course, Olusosun is the biggest one. We have some challenges with the access road. We started working on that. There should be improvements in the next maybe 2 weeks. We have satellite sites at Ewelekpe in Ikorodu, at Okiosho in Ekpe, and Badagry. And some PSPs have been going there. LAWMA trucks have been going, the majority of our trucks, 90%, we've left Olusosun so that the PSPs can have more access there, because our own trucks sometimes take up so much of the space. So we are going long distance now. We're getting some other access to some other sites in the next couple of days, which I don't want to say until it's done, so that you won't say I was lying. But I can assure you that we're on top of the situation, and that those areas where we have waste, I'm sure you've noticed some improvement over the last few days. You'll notice a drastic improvement in the next 1 week to 2 weeks.